Franklin Delano Roosevelt was born on January 30th, 1882, in Hyde Park, New York, into a wealthy and influential family. He grew up with strong advantages in education and social status. But his life would later be defined by unexpected hardship. Roosevelt attended Harvard University, where he developed an interest in public service and leadership. After graduating, he studied law and soon entered politics, inspired in part by his distant cousin Theodore Roosevelt. In 1910, Franklin Roosevelt was elected to the New York State Senate, beginning a political career that showed early promise. He later served as Assistant Secretary of the Navy, gaining valuable experience in national administration and military affairs. In 1921, Roosevelt's life changed dramatically. He was struck by polio, a disease that left him permanently paralyzed from the waist down, at a time when disability often ended public careers. Many believed Roosevelt's political future was over. Instead, he refused to surrender to his condition. Through intense rehabilitation and sheer determination, Roosevelt rebuilt his confidence and sense of purpose. Though he never regained the ability to walk unaided, he learned to project strength and optimism in public. This personal struggle deeply shaped his character and empathy for those facing hardship. In 1932, as the United States sank deeper into the Great Depression, Roosevelt ran for president. The nation was facing massive unemployment, bank failures, and widespread poverty. Roosevelt offered hope with a simple promise: a new deal for the American people. He won a decisive victory and took office in 1933. As president, Roosevelt acted quickly and boldly. He launched a series of programs designed to stabilize banks, create jobs, and restore confidence in the economy. Government agencies were created to provide relief, regulate industry, and support farmers and workers. For the first time, the federal government took a central role in protecting citizens from economic disaster. Roosevelt also transformed communication between the president and the public. Through his famous fireside chats, he spoke directly to Americans over the radio, explaining policies in clear and reassuring language. These speeches helped restore trust and calm during a time of national fear. In 1935, Roosevelt signed the Social Security Act. This landmark legislation provided retirement pensions, unemployment insurance, and aid for vulnerable Americans. It became one of the most enduring pillars of American social policy. Franklin D. Roosevelt was elected president 4 times, the only U.S. president to serve more than 2 terms. As the 1930s came to an end, global tensions rose. In Europe and Asia, authoritarian regimes threatened world stability. Though many Americans favored isolation, Roosevelt understood that the United States could not remain detached. After the attack on Pearl Harbor in December 1941, America entered World War II. Roosevelt became a wartime leader, coordinating military strategy and industrial production on an unprecedented scale. Under his leadership, the United States emerged as a central force in defeating the Axis powers. He worked closely with Allied leaders to plan the post-war world, including the creation of the United Nations. Franklin D. Roosevelt died in April 1945, just weeks before the war in Europe ended. His death marked the end of an era. Roosevelt left behind a transformed nation, but he reshaped the role of government, strengthened democracy during crisis, and guided America through its darkest economic and global challenges. His legacy remains central to modern American political life.